Alright guys, welcome back to class. Today I want to look at something very important. I want to look at the question 5 raised to the power 2x minus 10 dot 5 raised to the power x plus 25 equals 0. So how are we going to do this to get the correct answer? So the first thing I'm going to do is to try and make this place 5 raised to the power x out. So we can rearrange this to have 5 raised to the power x, then 2. For us to write 2 now, we'll just bracket it 2. So 2 times x will still be 2x. So that's just that. Then we have minus 10. I'll still bracket this one 5 raised to the power x plus 25 equals 0. So from here we can just say let 5 raised to the power x equals y. Okay, let's do it that way. So that this equation now become, I'll put y here. So I have y raised to the power 2 minus 10. I'll put y there. I'll also put y here. I'll be 10y plus 25 equals 0. So next will be, so from there, remember we are having y squared minus 10y plus 25 equals 0. Now we are going to look for two numbers that will multiply. The answer will become 25. If we add them, the answer will become minus 10. That is the rule of factorization for quadratic equation. Look for two numbers that you multiply, the answer becomes plus 25. If you add them, the answer becomes minus 10. So that those two numbers will be minus 5 and minus 5. So minus 5 times 5 will be 25. Minus 5 plus minus 5 will be minus 10. So that the two numbers we are going to use to replace that minus 10y that is there. So instead of us to use minus 10y, we'll use minus 5, because if you multiply minus 5 times minus 5, you have plus 25. If you add minus 5 to minus 5, you have minus 10. So let's go. I have y squared minus 5. We'll now put minus 5 here. We're going to use those two numbers now. That will multiply, the answer becomes plus 25. If you add them, the answer becomes minus 10. Those are the two numbers we're going to use now. The answer is minus 5 again. And minus 5 is minus 10. You can see it. But it must also satisfy that if you multiply them, the answer becomes plus 25. It must also satisfy that. Then plus 25 equals 0. So we're going to factorize this. We'll factorize this too. So bring out your y. So y minus 5 minus, okay, bring out minus 5 here. Let's bring out minus 5. So minus 5y divided by minus 5, that will be y. Minus 20, that is plus 25 divided by minus 5, that will be minus 5. Equals 0. So we'll take this and equate it to 0, and we'll take one of these brackets because they must be the same thing. So we'll take one of these brackets and also equate it to 0. So that's next we're going to do here. So we're going to take this one and this. So we have y minus 5 equals 0, or take one of these brackets which is must be the same. It must be the same. Y minus 5 again equals 0. So this and this must not be the same. Take note of that. But this bracket and this bracket must be the same. Take note of that. This equation here and this equation here must not be the same. But what you have in this bracket and what you have in this bracket must be the same, because in this at this junction, what you do, you pick here and equate it to 0. They also pick one of the bracket because they must be the same. The brackets must be the same, also equate it to 0, so that you have two answers. So that is the origin of that 17 quadratic equations. So let's solve these two equations now. They are the same thing. So just move 5 to this other side, move minus 5 to the other side, I will check sign. So y becomes, if minus 0 become plus 5 for both of them. So we just write twice. All right, twice there. So that is it. So let's go back now and finish it up. So we have y is equals to 5. That's what we have now. But recall that, but y was 5 raised per x. So we are going to put 5 raised per x here now and equate it to 5. So we have 5 raised per x is equals to 5. And that one is raised to power 1. Any number standing is raised to power 1. So ignore these two base and equate the power. So s will be equal to 1. So that will be the answer. But remember, it's 2 times. So we just put twice. Because we had y to be minus 5 twice. This one was twice. It repeats itself twice. The two answers were the same. So that is how this is done. Thank you. See you guys in our next update. And please remember to subscribe. Thank you.